How's it going, guys? So basically what happened with this patient, 16 years ago, she got into a car accident, okay? And then, since 2008 and 9, she started to experience a lot of vertigo. And the most serious incident was 2 years ago. She experienced it for constant for 2 months, had an MRI done, went to a medical doctor to try to check it out. They couldn't find a problem with it. And then in the past, past 2 years or so, a long laundry list of other problems start showing up, meaning numbness going down both arms, most importantly third and fourth fingers, numbness going both legs, into all the feet and the bottom of the heel, right hip pain, okay, and also the right shoulder pain as well. And now, what else is there? Covered all the bases?
Yeah, neck, everywhere.
Right, and neck pain, and I believe that's it, right?
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to connect all the dots. Let's get rolling. So we start off with instrumentation because we're looking for the abnormal temperature. And we find one at this level. So when a structure becomes knocked out of alignment, it starts that inflammation process. And part of the deal with inflammation, it gives off heat. So we can't do putting our palms and fingers against this, and we could feel the heat difference, such as this left side is more warmer than the right side over here. But this instrument over here, it's much more precise and tells exactly what level this is. And bam, right here, that's what the particular problem is. A little bit towards the right. Right there. So we're going to see upon visualization the way her spine is arched over here and starts to become a straight out over here. So I want to focus and take a closer look what's going on the base level foundation over here. So when we take a closer look, just checking, see that left sacrum over there? Doesn't budge. Freely moves on the right side. Checking the hips. So even though she complains of a pain, not fixated on this right hip whatsoever. Whereas we find the true problem, see the left hip is also moving well, but the sacrum, the left side, is jammed up and stuck. So we're going to take a closer look in the film. Most likely that's the one we need to correct. Checking all the structures above. We feel all this. This becomes a little fluid over here, and it gets fixated and stiff. So we're going to trace a Y. Now, even though there's no heat reading there, I'm not necessarily going to correct it, but I do want to identify what is fixated, so it gives me an idea biomechanically where the potential problems are and how this body compensated due to this sacrum over here that's no longer functioning properly. It gets stiff again, loose. How's this one right over here?
Yeah.
Pain, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Wow.
Yeah. Okay, that's 7 is jammed up. That's not moving.
Oh, wow.
This over here, very tender to you, right? And we check on the sides. Quite a bit of, we feel that muscle knot and swelling right here. It's guarding and protecting at this particular spinal level over here. Patient's eliciting a lot of pain. So we're going to take a closer look what's going on with this fourth cervical in the film. If your foundation is not leveled, what do you think everything else is going to do? They're going to go along for the ride. So I made some measurements on you. 0 to 1 millimeters, I don't care. But once we start to go to 7 millimeters, your body cannot adapt whatsoever. You have 13. Okay, 13 millimeters. So that tells us the way your spine is, it's not just a little bit over here, it's more like this. Okay? So because you're so, backwards and rotating your whole entire body towards the left, we can't walk this way. Right? Right, we're so significantly twisted up. So what your body did to adapt to it, your head has to be over here. So the rest of your body, the torso rotated this way. So when it rotated this way, what is going to happen to that right shoulder? Ow, it's going to be a lot of pain, right? And would that also help explain why you had the vertigo? Because your head's over here, but why is the rest of the body going like this? You're walking like this way. You have no choice because you're so severely rotated this way. So I'm not surprised why you had that vertigo going on, because your center of gravity, it's all over the place, right? So I get it. Even though you feel a lot of neck pain and everything else, the problem's not really here. It's your foundation. We have to address your foundation first. So because your body adapted this way, that's why that 6th dorsal, the one in the middle of your spine over here, we may need to address this one, help alleviate your right shoulder pain over here. But I want to take a look. After we correct these two, I'm going to reevaluate your neck. Why? Because as we see over here, your 4th cervical, it's right at the apex of what's going on with the arches over here. It's most like a compensation. But why don't we take a closer look at that one? Because that particular level, right, that's what help explain why you had that bilateral numbness in your fingers and feet. Is from here, right? So let's go ahead, let's correct these two. We're going to reevaluate, see what happens to your neck. Just right over here.
Wow. Yeah.
You mentioned there was a lot of pain over here and tightness.
Yes.
How's it now?
Hold on. Yes, I feel much better. That's true.
We always do a post check after each correction itself, because I want to see how did the body untwist itself, and biomechanically how's everything's functioning. So we test this one over here. Feel that difference right there? That left hip of yours, this left sacrum, okay, it's now moving. Now we're going to check the 6th dorsal. Okay. This one over here is still fixated, therefore we still need to correct this one over here. This is a compensation turned into subluxation, and it needs a little more helping hand to unwind a little more. So since the patient's guarding a little bit, what we're going to do is we're going to pump this up a little bit more. And so once we start to feel this disc and the fluid around it, the swelling start reducing, then we're going to set it like this.
Now I feel there is something more. I feel more light, like that.
Good.
Yes, definitely.
So the reason why we're correcting this 4th cervical, because the way her body adapted, this is the original problem over here in the sacrum, the 6th dorsal knocked out of alignment, and it transferred over to that 4th cervical as well. Now because we corrected the sacrum and the 6th dorsal, her neck, even though on the film we see the lateral is more arched like this, now it's becoming much more flattened out. However, it still needs a little more helping hand to get the rest of the way to restore that proper angulation in her neck over here. Just gonna put this up, I know. Good.
It's like I feel more here than.
How about this and this?
I feel more that one.
Good. This one, this one.
Both are the same, I think.
Good. So you could clearly feel this now, right? Not as numb as before? This and this?
Yes, but I feel more than that on that one than that one.
Good. That's good progress.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, before it was numb completely, right?
Yes. Yes.
So now we start to have more nerve function to that left side.
Yes. Yes.
How's the feet right now?
Under here, it's a little bit. I feel again it's a little bit strange.
Okay.
I mean, but I feel much comfortable now in my whole body.
Splendid.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Ah yes.
So your homework is this, okay? So we're gonna schedule, have you come in for next week. I want to see how your body is responding to all the corrections and how it's unwinding itself,
Okay.
right? So in the meantime, I want you to put ice in that low back of yours 20 minutes 3 times a day. Until
The ice
Mhm.
just here.
Mhm.
Okay.
Until then, we'll see you next week.
Okay. Thank you very
Oh,
much.
you're very welcome.
Thank you. On the last visit, when I came to you, and you did something, and I was in pain. I was not feeling very well. My legs, pins, numbness in my shoulders, my arms, all my back, same in my chest. And when I left, I was feeling like the most amazing day of my life, because I really struggled since 16 years. I struggled, but it's getting worse and worse, and now it's like how can I live like that, because the pain is too strong. It's horrible, and this pain stay with me, doesn't leave. I live with this pain 24/24 at night. I threw up, and I was feeling wow, I was feeling nothing anymore, no pain, amazing, like I'm a normal person with nothing. And I could put my head in the back without pressure, because I had pressure, and in the side. I was talking to my mom. That's incredible how I can move. And same in the bed. I could stay, and I could not lay down with my legs straight, because in my back was like it was uncomfortable. And now I can. That's unbelievable.